Welcome to WebStyle Plus. We are creating a loader animation. We will achieve this by using CSS3 keyframe animations. By the end of this tutorial, we will have a blinking loading text and we will have a revolving circle. We will also add a backdrop to our page behind this loader. This loader won't load anything, but we can use it when we have something going on in the background, such as an Ajax call, and we want to show the loading activity to user. So let's do it. I have this HTML page and this CSS file, and this is my project structure. This is my root folder. I have an index page, I have assets. In assets I have CSS file, and I have my scripts, but scripts are not being used right now. So this is my HTML page, and I have linked custom.css file to this project that is in the assets and styles folder, and we have jQuery and custom.js file, but we are not using it right now. And we will see the output of this project here. So let's do it. First of all, we will create HTML structure. This is our loader app that will contain the backdrop and the spinning loader and blinking text inside it. And this is our text that will blink. This is our spinning circle wrap, and the actual circle will be inside this spin div, and we will have a backdrop here. So our HTML structure is complete. We have this output loading text here, and we will create rest of the spinning circle and blinking text by using CSS. Let's create the CSS. I have these styles already in my CSS. That is, I am just importing fonts from Google, that is Open Sans. I have this basic CSS reset, and I have these styles on body of page. So this is our wrap for whole loader. Its position should be fixed. And it should cover whole page. Let's use its z-index as 999, and that's it. First, let's create our backdrop. Let me make sure that the spellings are correct. So our backdrop will have position as absolute. Let me just copy these properties. We want this to cover whole page as well. we will use less z-index for this, because there will be elements that will come at the top of this backdrop. And background color for this backdrop will be kind of grayish but with alpha property. I'm using 50% black color or gray color for the backdrop. So this is the backdrop and this text is over this backdrop. We can make this darker if we want to. I believe 6 is all right. 0.6 is all right. Okay, so this is our backdrop. Now I should move this inside loader wrap, because loader backdrop is inside the loader wrap. Alright, so we have more CSS classes. We have loading class, we have loader class, and inside loader we have got spin class. Okay, so let's define styles for our loading text first, that is inside our loading class. I want it to be at the position absolute, and I want to be it at the center of page. I want it to be 50% from the top and 50% from left. So this is the output, but this is not exactly in the center. I will use the transform property, translate, let's use white color for this text. Okay, so it just disappeared. What happened? Okay, we should give it z-index. Here's our text, and font size 10px, letter spacing 1px, and line height should be 1. Alright, this is our text. Now I want it to blink. How can we do that? Let's add another class here. Blink. And in this class, let's define an animation. Blink animation is the name of this animation, and 1 second it should use to complete itself, and it should be infinite. So for this animation we will use keyframes. This is our animation, and it has got 3 points: 0% and 50% and 100%. I want this text to have opacity of 1 in the start, and at the duration of 50% I want it to have opacity of 0, and again at 100% it should have opacity 1. So let's see. So the text is blinking. This is our blinking text. Now let's create our spinning circle. This is the wrap for that spinning circle, and I want it to be in the center as well. Again, I want these properties for the spinning circle as well. So nothing happens. We have not created circle yet. Circle will be created in this spin. So it should have border of 2 pixels. Solid, and it should be like this. Maybe we should darken our backdrop a bit. Border top 3 pixels, solid, white. We should use width. I like to have 100 pixel width and 100 pixels height for this spinning circle. And I want to have a border radius 50%. So this is our circle. Now we want to spin it. It should be inline block, and its animation should be, the name should be spin. It should be of 1 second. It should be linear, and it should be infinite. So let's define this spin animation by using keyframes. This spin animation will have 2.0 and 100%. Start and ending. From start, I want it to rotate. So we will use transform property, transform rotate 0 degree, and at the end I want to rotate to 360 degree, and it should complete this in 1 second as we have mentioned here. Alright, now it is spinning. We have created our spinner loader that contains a loading text that is blinking and a circle that is spinning. We can add extra effects to this thing. That is, you can use box shadow. I am using white box shadow with opacity of 50%. Let's see. See this? If I zoom it, it will not show properly. So let's use 100% view. So this is our white box shadow, and we can also use black box shadow. For that we should use RGB values for black color, and it should reflect the changes. Now we have box shadow of black color. So our loader is complete. Let me mention few things. This is sass. I have used box sizing here, and I have used transform here, and this animation, these keyframes, these may need CSS prefixes to work on different browsers. For cross web browser compatibility, you should use CSS prefixes. If I show you the CSS file, that will contain the CSS prefixes. See this WebKit prefix, box sizing, WebKit prefix, and this is transform WebKit prefix, and this is animation WebKit prefix. These are necessary to make this compatible with different web browsers. And you can see for these keyframes, here are the prefixes. So use these prefixes to make your CSS compatible with all web browsers. So this was our loader app that contains the backdrop and text and spinning circle. This is our text, and this blink is another CSS property. We have used its animation in that, and this is our loader, actual loader, but this is the wrapper for that loader, and this is the actual spinning circle, and this is a wrap for that spinning circle. And these are two animations we have defined for text that is blinking and this spinning circle. So this is our HTML CSS loader. We can hide it initially and trigger it via function call by using jQuery. We will have next tutorial for that. I will link up that tutorial in the description. So stay tuned, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.